Let's spend a bit of time talking about some underscore riffs. We'll just play in G and say we're vamping in G, and maybe you're doing the talking in between songs or you're introducing one, and you want to have a little motion going on. You want to be able to underscore a dramatic moment. Or just kind of give hints as to the song and the key that you're in. So let's talk about some ways to do that. Here, first of all, let's talk about the left hand. The left hand can play 1-5-1, just like it usually does. And then with the thumb, you can just have in your mind scale degrees 2 and 3. All right, and you can play it that way, or you could just be available with your thumb to play any combination that happens to be going. Now, let's take the right hand and say the thumb of your right hand is going to cover some other notes in there. So just watch this. It's also 2 and 3 in the right hand. So I'm starting with this G sort of open voicing, and I'm going. I'm reversing which one comes first. So it's just sort of a wash of these particular notes. So let me talk about which scale degrees those are. Of course, you use 1 a lot, you use 5 a lot. You use 2 a pretty good amount too. So that's the next layer down. So 1, 5, and 2. Then we're using 3. We almost never use 4 or 6 in the right hand, but 7 is a pretty common one. So if I'm using these notes, I can pretty much play anything in the left hand. And I can imagine it being any of those primary chords, or a 6 chord, even a 2 chord. All right, but mostly what we're doing is, so that's left hand ideas, right hand ideas. I particularly like using that 7th scale degree with the thumb of the left hand to create that sort of bite. Got to be a little more careful about that. Because with a 4 chord, it doesn't work so well. But if you're careful in how often you use it, it's a very nice effect. All right, so those are the basic notes and where they might fall in your hands. Because what you want to be able to do is play while you're concentrating on something else. And you need to be flexible enough, if you're following someone else, to notice the poignant moment, that moment where they pause a bit, and you need to give a moment of space, and then you're advancing the music, you're keeping something moving, but you're ready for anything, ready to go wherever it needs to go. One more thing to add to this sort of diatonic wash, and that would be sometimes you're looking for a splash up in the upper notes. And you say, okay, so just the simple add 2 chord, that can work anytime. But it's sounding a little dated these days. Here's sort of an all-purpose one. If I play, it's like a 5 chord with 8 on top. Listen especially to what that does when I'm playing a 6 chord. So here we go. There's a 1. right, now I'm not playing any particular pattern. I'm just continuing to play the wash. You can make any choice. Once you've done it, you just stay with whatever the pattern is that you had already established. 1, 2, 3. Well, those are some riffs, some ideas. Go ahead and play with those. I was just trying to stay in the key of G to think about that open voicing and just to add a little more interest along the way. See how you do.